What's up, fam? How you guys doing? Another day, another video. Today, though, I'm not gonna lie. If you don't know how vlogs work, you film the day before, and then the video that goes up is from yesterday. Except in the case of today, because yesterday was my first day at my new job, and it was just a very busy day, and I didn't really have time to vlog, and there wasn't really anything entertaining to vlog, so I figured I would do this instead. This is going to entertain you more, and we're going to definitely, it's going to be interesting. Just real quick, shout out to my little brother for drawing on the wall. But today, I wanted to tell you a story, do a bit of a story time, about my trip to Ireland. I don't know what that was. I thought I'd change it to a shirt that was more appropriate for this video. Irish drinking team. That's right. So, just a quick little overview for those of you who don't know why I went to Ireland, or why is he telling this story? You know, like, I went with a program called Camp Abilities, and it's an amazing program for kids and teens and young adults with visual impairments, and it basically is a week where they can learn, you know, valuable skills and also just have a bunch of fun. And we do one here in Utah, and that's I got hooked up through that with my boss named Robin, and she kind of hooked up the whole thing for me. So let's get into the full story now. So this story starts about 2 years ago in 2015, like later year 2015. Basically, there was a thing sent out. It was an email, and it said, hey, blind teenagers in Utah, we're going to go to Ireland, submit this application, do this thing, and, you know, you get selected, we'll go. Sweet. I did it. I just put in the application, wasn't exactly sure what was going to happen. When I found out I got to go, I was so excited. Like, it was the best news that I had gotten selected. And it was amazing. It was such a good feeling. And then they told us, okay, you're going to go, they're going to cover this, but you still need to come up with a couple grand, you know. And they're good. They said, we'll help you fundraise. It'll be, you know, we'll make sure you get taken care of. And great, cool, let's do this. So basically, to kind of get the fundraising part started, I started an Indiegogo campaign to try to raise some money. And that did fantastic. I raised $750 or so on there. And then we did the big fundraiser that the school, the state School for the Blind, they did the Irish Night fundraiser, and that was so fun. I basically had to give a speech on why, you know, I think that your donations would be beneficial to help me go, and you know, and then we sold a bunch of stuff. We had an Irish band. We had some Irish dancers from a dance school. We had a ton of Irish food. That was so good. It was so fantastic. And that raised the rest of our money. So from there, we got the packing list and started getting ready to go. I packed everything up, and we show up to the airport. We show up to the airport the day of, and we've got Camp Abilities clothes that they want us to wear. And I've already got a heavy jacket on, and I'm like, whatever, I'm going to wear it, because, you know, I want to, and I didn't have any room in my bag. So I threw it on, and we start going. We walk through TSA, no problem. It was quick, it was easy. You know, we get to our gate, everything's good. We fly to Dallas, and we get to Dallas, fine, you know, everything's good. And then our flight gets delayed by 3 hours. Oh, I was sitting in the Dallas airport terminal for like forever. It was a long time. We finally boarded our flight, got to Heathrow. So we get to Heathrow, and we're like, we go to ask the flight attendant if we could, you know, have a little bit longer layover there, since it's a cool place to go, and, you know, and she's like, no, we can't do that. So she sends us somewhere that she thinks they can do it for us, and we're there, and they tell us the same thing. We're like, whatever, we'll just go board our flight. So we go through TSA, and TSA in London is legit. It is serious. It is the most serious airport I've ever been through. They are angry if you do anything sort of that doesn't fit the mold exactly. So It was not. It was not a good. It wasn't. It was just a mess. So we get through TSA and we go to board our flight, only to find out that it left an hour ago. So we go over to the station and we're trying to get a new flight booked. We got to get to, we're trying to figure out how to get to Dublin, and they're just not working with us at all. No, you can't do that. And then finally they find us another flight, and they ask everyone for their luggage tickets. I can't find mine. It's gone. I can't find it anywhere. So we're calling people trying to find it, I can't find it. And finally they're just like, oh, we can look it up. So they get my boarding pass and everything, and it's all good, and we board our flight. We get to Dublin. It's late at night, and we meet up with Nadine, and she is an amazing lady. A Paralympian. She is just fantastic. Nadine, if you're watching, what's up? How are you? And she's an amazing person, and she takes us to our hotel, and we're just chilling in the hotel, we get up pretty early the next morning, and we get on a train to Kerry for the camp. So we get off the train, and we're greeted by Mossy. This dude is incredible. He's so awesome. But he's got the thickest accent I've ever heard out of anyone ever. Like, for the first few days, I was like, what? I can't hear a word he's saying. And we boarded on a bus, and we went to the athletic center where camp was. Got all settled in there, and I met some of my greatest personal friends, like Phelim and Dean and Keith, Amy, Steven. They're all incredible people, and man, we just had fun that whole week. We did a ton of crazy stuff, like we went rock climbing, we abseiled, which is what they call it there, but here in Utah, we rappelled is what we call it. And we did a ton of stuff canoeing, and it was just beautiful. There was just so many sights to see that shaky. So many sights to see, and it was just an amazing experience. Whole week there, tried a bunch of different stuff. We hung out a lot and got in trouble a little bit because that's how I do things. And it was just incredible. It was such an amazing experience. If you ever get the chance, I definitely recommend it. So then, the last few days we were there, we kind of sightseed through, went what is the term? I don't know. Went sightseeing through Dublin and just got to do all this incredible stuff. We saw the castles and we went shopping, and man, it was such an incredible time. Got to try some amazing food. Oh man, Irish food is good. And it was great. It was such a fun time. I loved it so much. And then, 10 days later, we got on a plane and came home. We stopped in Philadelphia. I got to go to Sonny's and get an authentic cheesesteak. Oh, so good. It was so good. And flew home to Salt Lake. And I will tell you one thing, though. This is pretty embarrassing, actually. I bought 40, I think. Okay, so we went to this Carol's. It's like a gift store, just like silly Irish gifts and stuff. And I just kind of went up to the keychain thing, and I was pulling keychains off into my cart. And I bought them all, and I got home, and all of them said Best Dad on them. So a lot of my friends have Best Dad keychains now, so you're welcome. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you wouldn't mind, just go down below. Please leave a like, leave a comment what your favorite part of the story was. If you want me to do like more in depth, I'll probably do a part 2, just like the week of camp, and then maybe a part 3 like sightseeing. And then leave a like, leave a comment. Please subscribe. And if you haven't already, turn on the post notifications so you get notified every time I post a new video. Other than that, it's good to see you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Peace.